अस्तु। बुद्धिमान् नीतिमान् वाग्मी श्रीमान् शत्रुनिबर्षणः विपुलांसो महाबाहुः कम्बुग्रीवो महाहनः। नवमः श्लोकः प्रथमसर्गे बालकाण्डे। नारदः वक्ति बुद्धिमान् नीतिमान् वाग्मी कः अस्य कथानायकः इतिहासपुरुषः मर्यादापुरुषोत्तमः बुद्धिमान् अस्ति बुद्धियुक्तः अनन्तरं नीतिमान् अस्ति नीतियुक्तः नीतिं जानाति इत्युक्ते किम्? नीतिमान् नीतिः इत्युक्ते किम्?
धर्मम्।
नीतिः इत्युक्ते बहवः अर्थाः भवन्ति, यथा स्ट्राटेजी इति, मोरालिटी इति। नीतिः बहुधा भवितुम् अर्हति, यथा कूटनीतिः, राजनीतिः, धर्मनीतिः इति। सर्वं जानाति इति नीतिमान् युद्धनीतिं जानाति, कूटनीतिं जानाति, अनन्तरं धर्मनीतिं जानाति। नीतिमान् वाग्मी कः भवति?
वाक्चातुर्यम्।
वाक्चातुर्यम् अस्ति अस्य। श्रीमान्
श्री श्री यः श्री मंगलम मंगलम यस्य समीपे मंगलमस्ति।
मंगलमस्ति एकः अर्थः। श्री इत्युक्ते धनं, भूः इति। अनन्तरं तदर्थे एव लक्ष्मीः, वसुमान् इति। शत्रुनिबर्हणः श्रीमान् अयमेव वस्तुतः श्रीमान् अस्ति। श्रीमान् इत्युक्ते इदानीं सर्वत्र श्रीमान् श्रीमती इति वदामः विशेषणार्थे। अयं श्रीमान् अस्ति, इयं श्रीमती अस्ति इति कथं श्रीमान् श्रीमती इति गौरवार्थम् उच्यते। परन्तु वस्तुतः सर्वाणि पदानि अस्मिन्नेव अन्वर्थकाः भवन्ति इति। श्रीमान् इत्युक्ते किम्? श्रीमान् श्रीमान् लक्ष्मीः श्रीः या प्रकृतिः अस्ति, अस्य आराधनं सर्वदा करोति, सर्वदा अस्य सेवां करोति, सर्वदा अस्य कदापि वियोगः न भवति, श्रियः अस्मात् इति। अयमेव श्रीमान्। अन्येषां सर्वेषां श्रीवियोगः कदाचित् भवति वा, कदा आगच्छति गच्छति इति। कृपाकटाक्ष कदापि भवति, कदापि न भवति। परन्तु अस्य सर्वदा श्री अस्य सेवारूपेण विद्यते इति। श्रीमान् शत्रुनिबर्हणः, शत्रूणां निबर्हणं करोति। निबर्हणं किम् अस्ति?
नाशकः, शत्रुनाशकः।
शत्रुनाशकः। शत्रूणां निबर्हणं करोति, शत्रुनाशकः। अनन्तरं विपुलांसः। अंश अत्र किं भवति? अंशः विपुल विपुल इत्युक्ते बहु
बुद्धिमान् I mean sorry smart
अंशः अत्र शारीरिकम् अत्र बुद्धिनीति इति चातुर्यं दर्शितं बुद्धेः चातुर्यमस्ति नीति इत्युक्ते तस्य विवेचनमस्ति अन्तु श्रीमान् श्री अस्ति शत्रुनिबर्हण अत्र वीर्यमस्ति तस्य विपुलांश अत्र अतः आरभ्य तत्र दैहिकलक्षणं वर्ण्यते विपुलांशः अत्र किमस्ति पश्यन्तु विपुलांश ब्राड् शोल्डर्ड् अंश अत्र भुजस्य उपरितनभागः भुज बाहुः भवति भुजः भवति तस्य उपरि स्कन्धः तत्र विद्यते उपरि पीनाकृतिः विद्यते तत्र that's like a if somebody is strong muscular then it is like pina means what it is bulging so that is vipulamsah महाबाहुः महान् बाहुः अस्य
strong upper arms
महाबाहुः कम्बुग्रीवः कम्बो इत्युक्ते शङ्खः शङ्ख एव ग्रीवा अस्ति अस्य इति कम्बुग्रीवः ग्रीवा इति स्त्रीलिङ्गशब्दः अत्र
चानु
न ग्रीव कण्ठ कण्ठ
कण्ठ
कम्बुग्रीवः कथं कम्बुग्रीवः शङ्ख इत्युक्ते शङ्खस्य तत्र रेखा भवन्ति शङ्खस्य उपरि तथा अस्यापि कण्ठे ग्रीवायाः उपरि रेखाः विद्यन्ते चेत् ऊर्ध्वगामिन्यः रेखाः विद्यन्ते चेत् उत्तमलक्षणमिति उच्यते कम्बुग्रीवः अनन्तरं महाहनुः हनुः चीक् अथवा जा इत्यपि भवति महाहनुः महान् हनुः अस्ति अत्र महाहनुः सर्वाणि उत्तमलक्षणानि शारीरिकलक्षणानि पुनः महोरस्कः महेश्वासः गूढजत्रुररिन्दमः आजानुबाहुः सुशिराः सुललाटसुविक्रमः महोरस्कः कोऽस्ति महोरस्कः उरस्कः उरः इति ज्ञायते उरः भवति वक्षस्थलम् इति उरः उरः यस्य महत् उरः अस्ति सः महोरस्कः महेश्वासः महेश्वासः विश्वास इत्युक्ते किं धनुः विश्वासधनुः कस्य महा विश्वासः अस्य विद्यते इति महेश्वासः अनन्तरं महानिश्वासः विद्यते इति महेश्वासः गूढजत्रु अरिन्दमः गूढजत्रुः अरिन्दमः इति अस्ति गूढजत्रुः जत्रुः इत्युक्ते किं भवति कॉलर बोन अत्र अस्ति कॉलर बोन कुत्र भवति
बिट्वीन् नेक् एंड शोल्डर around the neck
तत्र जत्रु कॉलर बोन भवति गूढजत्रु अस्ति गूढ इत्युक्ते गूढ इत्युक्तौ किं भवति?
गूढ deep
गाढ तत् डीप् गाढ न गूढ गूढ किमस्ति? गूढ जानन्ति सर्वे वदन्तु.
deep knowledge. No, that's how we say.
जत्र इस् collarbone. पुनः अत्रापि अस्मिन् श्लोकेपि शारीरिकलक्षणानि पुनः वर्ण्यन्ते. किं भवति अत्र? महोरस्कः वक्षस्थलं महान् अस्ति, विशालम् अस्ति. उरः महेश्वासः, विश्वासः. धनुः महत् अस्ति इत्युक्ते धनुः महत्, तत् ग्रहणाय अपि तावती शक्तिः आवश्यकी भवति.
भगवद्गीतायामपि आगच्छति
महेश्वासामि वर्ता श्रीनिवास सताङ्गतिः. अत्र विष्णुसहस्रनामे स्तोत्रेपि. गूढजत्रुः, जत्रु प्रदेशः गूढः अस्ति. किं भवति सम्यक् भगिनि? गूढचार इति वदन्तु. गूढचार.
I only see the translation here has fleshy collarbones. I don't know Gudha.
No, गूढचार इत्युक्ते किम्?
गूढचत्रुः इत्युक्ते चत्रुः न दृश्यते.
न दृश्यते. गूढचार इति कं वदामः? गूढचारस्य
unknown अदृश्य person behind the curtain.
गूढ प्लस चार किं भवति? गूढ प्लस चार अर्थः
रहस्येन चरति.
सम्यक्. रहस्येन चरति. अत्रापि गूढजत्रुः न दृश्यते. जत्रुः गूढ. जत्रुप्रदेशः तत्र गूढ अस्ति. जत् कालर् बोन् दृश्यते चेत् तत् तावत् किं भवति? शरीरम् अस्थिपञ्जरे दृश्यते. कृशं शरीरम् इति भवति. गूढं जत्रो नास्ति चेत् गूढजत्रो. अरिन्दमः. अत्र किं भवति अर्थः?
अरीन् नाशयति.
अत्र पदच्छेदनं कथं भवति? अरिन्दमः. दमपदं जानन्ति सर्वे?
दमनं करोति.
दमनं करोति. दमनम् इस् suppressing. दमन.
They bring under control.
Under control. Harim damayati. Suppressing. Ari shatru. And ajanubahu is the next lakshanam. Next.
Dirghaha bahu.
Ajanubahu.
Below the shoulder, below the knees, up to the knees. Ajanu bahu. Janu laps, below laps.
Below?
Janu is a lap.
Lap na. Januni. Janu is knee. Up to knee, until knees, bows are there. So that is another good lakshana. What is lakshana in English?
Quality or attributes.
Attribute. Okay. Attribute of the body. Ajanu bhav. Now, ajanu. How do we know it is? What is the meaning of a? So many of you know a, right? A kutra prayoga bhavati. Katham prayoga a iti kutra?
वृद्धि भवति उपसर्ग खलु
कुत्र उपसर्ग इति नास्ति. It is just an addition there because there is no ang iti nasti, kevalam jan. So now coming with added to this namapadam, the janu means up to. So that indicating up to, right? Up to janu. So can you use another example with in the meaning of up to?
To
akantha
उत्तमम्. akantha किं भवति?
up to the kantha.
वाक्ये कथं? वाक्ये उदाहरणं, वाक्यप्रयोगं.
पानिं पिबोति आजानु आकण्ठ पानिं जलं पिबोति पिबोमि.
बहु उत्तमम्. आकण्ठं जलं पिबामि. उत्तमम्.
पिबामि.
आकण्ठं भोजनं करोमि. अनन्तरं
आजन्मान्तरम्.
आजन्म अस्ति. आजन्म इति अस्ति. अनन्तरम् आसेतु हिमाचल इति प्रायः श्रुतं पूर्वम्. आसेतु हिमाचल इत्युक्ते किम्? आसेतु हिमाचलं
पर्यन्तं
सेतुपर्यन्तं हिमाचलतः.
आसेतु हिमाचलं किं भवति? किमपि रामपूजा भवति, उत्सवः भवति. आसेतु कुत्र अस्ति सेतु?
Here what means setu? Setu is a bridge, but here
आसेतु हिमाचल.
setu means a bridge, right?
रामसेतुतः रामसेतुपर्यन्तं हिमालयतः.
Means including both Ramasetu and Himachala, from there to there, everything in between.
Acha.
Ajanabahuः सुशिराः. सुशिराः.
शिरः सम्यक् अस्ति वा?
सुन्दरं शिरः. सुन्दरं शिरः अस्ति. सुशिराः. सुललाटः.
सुन्दरकपालः.
ललाटभागे
ललाटं.
Lalat is kapala.
Lalat is forehead.
Phalam. Phalam.
भालं. भालचंद्र. ललाट. सुललाट. ललाटं कथं भवेत्? उत्तम शरीरस्य लक्षणं कथं भवति? ललाटं विशालं भवेत्. ललाट विशाल ललाट. सुविक्रमः. अस्य विक्रमः सु अस्ति. सूक्तं सम्यक् अस्ति. पुनः अनुवर्तते समविभक्ताङ्गस्निग्धवर्णः प्रतापवान् पीनवक्षा विशालाक्षो लक्ष्मीवान् शुभलक्षणः समः समविभक्ताङ्गः स्निग्धवर्णः प्रतापवान् पीनवक्षाः विशालाक्षः लक्ष्मीवान् शुभलक्षणः समः अस्ति समः Sama means, yeah, we use it in our local language also, right? Sama.
Santulit.
Santulit. Everything is good, like sama. Sama means many times it means equal also, but many times it also means santulita or good or yogya. Samaha, samavibhaktaha. समविभक्ताङ्गः अस्य अङ्गानि सम्यक् विभक्तानि proportionately they are there is avayava his limbs and arms etc everything his body parts are सम्यक् विभक्तानि अङ्गानि स्निग्धवर्णः अस्ति अयं स्निग्धवर्णः किम् अस्ति स्निग्ध
तेजस्वर्णः तेजपूर्णः
स्निग्ध किं भवति
स्निग्ध इज ऑयली
ऑयली his varna is snigdha oily asti oily means oily indicates is not panduvarna nasti panduravarna shvetavarna panduravarna asti chet like pelava so it looks like a pale, right? It's not pale. Snigdha is like it's flesh, full of flesh, oily. That's how it looks, right? And it is healthy.
Like glossy, Mahoday?
Glossy. Purna. Pushtaha drishyate.
Oily with
oily drishyate. Deha.
Oil, if applied to the body, it shines. It shines.
Yeah, but here oil is not applied. It's naturally.
It is naturally like that.
Yeah. Yes. अस्तु अग्रे प्रतापवान्
Pratap is Marathi. It is Pratap is Marathi word. It is a Shura.
Shura. Kimartham Shura?
Prakarshena Shura.
Prakarshena Shura. So try to divide that like this. Samastam vipaktanga snigdhavarna pratapavan. Atra pada vibhajanam pade ke ghatakaः सन्ति इति चिन्तयन्तु. प्रतापवान् वान् इति जानीमः वान् इति यस्य गुणः अस्ति सः वान् मान् ताप अस्ति ताप किं करोति
Tap means he is giving
Usnam.
Make everyone, I mean, burn, tapam.
Atra kim is he going to make everyone burn?
No,
सूर्यः तपति तापयति अत्र प्रतापवान् based on the context sandarbhanugunam asya arthah ka bhavati atra pratapavan kan janan kidrishan janan tapayati saha
durguna, I mean, durjanan
shatrun arindamah iti asit purvam arin tapayati asya arayah durjanaah iti eva अनन्तरं पीनवक्षाः पुनः महोरस्का अस्ति तथैव अत्र पीनवक्षाः पीन इत्युक्ते पूर्वमुक्तं मया
भीम
Pina is
भीम भीमवक्षः भीमः भीमवक्षः
पीनवक्षाः यस्य वक्षस्थलं पीनमस्ति. Peenam is like it is bulge. Peenam. I think some of you have studied, like, at least I have studied in my school at Peena. Peena Darpana. Convex lens iti vada tad Peena Darpana. Nimna is concave, Peena convex. Te asmakam कुत्र आसीत् विज्ञानपुस्तकेषु शालायां. पीनवक्षः विशालाक्षः. विशालाक्षी
चक्षुः विशालचक्षुः
विशालः अस्ति, दीर्घः अस्ति.
तदपि शारीरिक सामुद्रिकलक्षणम् इत्युच्यते. उत्तमानि लक्षणानि शरीरस्य. लक्ष्मीवान् श्रीमान् आसीत् तथैव पुनः लक्ष्मीवान्. अनन्तरं शुभलक्षणः. लक्ष्मी लक्षणम् अस्ति अस्याः इति. उत्तमानि लक्षणानि अस्याः सन्ति इति लक्ष्मीः. लक्ष्मीः तस्याः अपि अधिपः इति लक्ष्मीवान्. अनन्तरं शुभलक्षणः इति. एकादशतमम् एकादशम् एकादशः श्लोकः समाप्तः. किञ्चित् महोदय, लक्ष्मीकान्त महोदय, ready to read a vibhakti table? Yeah, you pick which one you want to pick.
Sakhi.
Sakhi. Where is Sakhi? Oh, this Pullinga. Sakhi. Okay. Before that, I am Annesham Uchchamyatra. Someone else. Anya kachit Hari Padam. Hari iti padasya shabdasya vibhakti rupani patatu kachit. Who wants to volunteer? Hari.
I can read one.
Yeah. You want to see the screen or without seeing it?
I'll see. I have my own vibhakti table, so I'll read.
Yeah. Okay. Patatu.
Not memories. Harihi, Hari, Harayaha. Pradama vibhakti. Harim, Hari, Harin. Dutiya vibhakti. Harina, Haribhyam, Haribihi. Tritiya. Haraye, Haribhyam, Haribhyaha. Chaturthi. Harehe, Haribhyam, Haribhyaha. Panchami. Harehe, Haryoho, Harinam. Shashti. Haryoho, Harishu. Saptami. Hare, Hari, Harayaha. Sambodhanam.
Hare
Sambodhanam kim?
Hare, Hari, Harayaha.
अस्तु तर्हि इदानीं हरिशब्दस्य अभवत् सखी शब्दं पश्यामः सखी शब्दः सखी शब्दः पुल्लिङ्ग इकारान्त सखी शब्दः हरिशब्दवत् इति यथा पतिहरि अस्ति तथैव सखी इति अस्ति साम्यं परन्तु केचन भेदाः भवन्ति अत्र किञ्चित् भिन्नमस्ति अत्र सखी अस्तु लक्ष्मीकान्त महोदय हरि इदानीं हरि किमासीत् इफ् यू कम्पेर् हरि is like this hari harayah hari api ikaranta pullingah shabdah and sakhi api ikaranta pullinga shabdah परंतु प्रथमा विभक्ति रूपाणि भिन्नानि सन्ति so they are different, right? Here it is sakha, here it is hari, so there are little bit differences there, but mostly others are same. Okay, start.
Should I read now?
Sakha.
Slightly left side it shadowy because I will have to read it.
Left side?
Center. Sakha, sakhayo, sakhaya, sakhayah. Prathama. Sakhayam, sakhayo, sakhin. Dvitiya. Sakhya, sakhibhyam, sakhibhi. Tritiya. Sakhye, sakhibhyam, sakhibhyah. Chaturthi. Sakhyuhu, sakhibhyam, sakhibhyah. Panchami. Sakhyuhu, sakhyoho, sakhinam. Shashti. Sakhyo or
Sakhyo.
Sakhyo. This is also Sakhyo?
No, Sakhyoho.
Sakhyoho. Sakhishu saptami. He sakhe sakhayo sakhayah sambodhanam.
Sambodhanam.
I have not followed your instruction to read every day some vibhaktis, but I will start it now.
So you see the difference here. Harihi, here it is Sakha. Hari Harayah is Sakha, Sakhayo, Sakhaya. It looks totally different. Right? Hari, Sakhayam, Harim, Hari, Harin. So here is Sakhayam, Sakhayo, Sakhin. Harina, Sakhya. Hare, Sakhye. Hare, Sakhyuhu. Hare, Sakhyuhu. Haro, Sakhyau. So there is some difference here.
So only Prathama is different.
No. Others are also looking different, like Harina, there is Hire Sakhya. There is no Na, Kavina, Sakhya, Sakhe, Sakhyuhu. Astu.
Why it happens so? Any reason of making like that?
No reason. This is how it is used in the language. So
in speaking it is used like that.
So either you can choose to use the Sakhi Shabda, which means friend, that's Sakhi Shabda, or you can use Mitram, simple like for a friend. Mitram is simpler, Napunskalingam Mitram, Mitre, Mitrani. So, okay, now Dhatoho Vishe, because see what happens, what my personal experience again is that so this when we say we want to speak, our conversation has to be improved, and we look for gatherings like this or other places generally. What I feel is the grammar aspect is also intertwined there. Has to be like, because many times it feels that okay, by reading or in a group setting will get to converse, but it will go to some up to certain extent, some level. But after that, it won't progress. Some basic, like very everyday. Aham kim khadami, bhavatya naam kim tava tvam katam asya. Nowadays, tvam is not used. Bhavan katam asti, bhavati katam asti. Aham shayanam karomi. So these simple things, okay, atra vatayanam asti, sarvatra deva asti. So these things, okay, so there it stops. Now, if you want to move one step forward, then it is important to understand the grammar, because grammar, yes, it is complicated in Sanskritam. However, we want to say that we don't want to be false illusion, or illusion is false. The false impression that grammar is simple, okay, what? Yeah, but first level, that is simple, and if you want to remain there, that's enough. But going further is important, and there is no other way. Now, so the preferred or the recommended method, which personally again, is that input or intake also has to be there, right? And to produce the output, quality output. So otherwise, if one learns just a simple few sentences, okay, only bhavati, bhavata bhavanti, astita santi, that's enough. Gatavati, all these things, what you call L1 or L2, and with that one can start speaking and also writing. So, but that is where the problem starts actually. That if we don't progress further to the next steps, then trying to give some output, keep on doing the output at that level is like just very scratching the surface of it. So we will not actually enjoy the language or really understand the depth of the language, and many people start professing being at that level, professing that no, it is not necessary. Now the Sanskrit has to be modernized, so we'll just use the modern structure like that, like the different structures from other languages, because at that level only that is known. So it is important to move further, to understand the language, to dive deep into the language, and then start forming the opinions. Then it makes sense. Now, I don't know what are generally there are other people here, well, especially others who have studied a little bit of grammar. What is the depth of the grammar one has studied? Is not a challenge or anything, but just, for example, why I'm asking is, I'm also not much delved too much deep into that. But when you start studying this grammar is one thing, just not only just for the formation of the Rupa Siddhi, that is one aspect of grammar. Okay, one has to know all the Lakara forms, Vibhakti forms, and all that, Saptami, and Sandhi, rules, and all that is a technical aspect of grammar. But more than that, important thing in the significance of studying grammar, especially in these days, what I feel is that when we study this, when we start reading this Ashtadhyayi, or its many Bhasha Granthas santi, Rupti Grantha Santi. There are a lot of grammatical books. And why do we study that? Yes, one is Rupa Siddhi, and we keep on dissecting them, and then analyzing how this word is formed, how this and this come, what happens, this rule comes in opposing that rule. All that becomes too complicated and becomes big, like a forest or jungle. That's one aspect. But even then, without getting into that complexity, even if we just read, we'll discover so many beautiful structures, so many beautiful words that generally, I mean, we have never imagined. Just reading this simple part of what we read nowadays, and the introductory, right? And simple kathas what we read. Those are fine. Those are like the translatory thing. But when we read those grammar, one doesn't need to study the actual literature. Yeah, you're always welcome, recommended to study reading Ramayanam, which is actually the simplest, one of the simplest book, Rachana Asti. The Ramayanam, then comes Mahabharata, all those simple ones. But without that, one will appreciate the grammar just because it exposes the reader to so many words which are very fantastic, like how we say payas pashpam, payas kalpam, jalas pashpam, jalas pasham, pashaha. So one is the nishpatti. Nishpatti is also there. Another is the different words which even one, I really enjoyed it, because just by reading this simple what is superficial now the what we call literature is not enough. When we go there, then we really appreciate that there are so many words which are so beautifully composed, and they were already in use that time. When the grammar is not a dictionary, right? It's not a dictionary. It doesn't give all the words. It is just giving the rule, and in the context of the rule, it is giving some examples of the words. So when we go to Tadhita, when you go to Krudanta Prakarana, when you go to Tadhita Prakarana, so they give the examples. So this use this. For example, this word. For example, this word. Then it is so awesome. You feel that these such words were in use, which we are totally forgotten. So we are just coming to the simple, superficial words, thinking that we are experts in the conversation. It actually makes sense to bring those words into practice, actually, and then see how rich was the Sanskrit language. Forget this grammar part. That's also there. But even without getting into that complexity, even if you just look at the examples there, what words are given, then one gets so तत्र संतोष भवति महान एक संतृप्ति भवति just by looking at the words, reading the words, what type of words are there. It is just mind-boggling. So, however, to get to at least some basic level of reading Sanskritam, at least some basic familiarity with the familiarity of the Namapada forms and Kriyapada forms is going to help, I feel. So here you take, for example, we take a quick look at this, which we had seen before. How many dhatu ganas. Now, the basic, the heart of Sanskrit language is dhatu, right? Dhatu, or English, I think it's called verb, not verb. What is it? Root, and there is another word I forgot in Sanskrit in English. Dhatu. So dhatu is
the
not
base word.
Huh?
The base word. The root is the base.
Yeah, base. But there is another word which I forget. From it next time.
Okay.
So it's a base, but so dhatu is a very special concept. It's an abstract concept in Sanskritam. I'm not sure if any other language might have it. I'm not sure, but this dhatu is a very special concept. From here, different words are, it's like a factory. So this is the base abstract concept. It's like similar to the modern this computers and all that, what software, but they have this abstract object first, and from there we keep on deriving different other objects, right? No, not a syllable. I'll get it. This is another. Okay. So dhatu. So dhatu is not a kriyapada, and kriyapada is derived from dhatu, but only kriyapada is not derived from dhatu. From dhatu, many other things can be derived, right? Dhatu is just a very base concept, base word. So when we say, for example, here, da dhatu asti. What is da dhatu? So what does it mean? What is the meaning of da dhatu?
Dane.
Dane. But in English, what is the meaning?
To give.
Give.
Yeah, give. So when we say in the Sanskritam also, when we say dane, or in English when we say dane, means what? Is it saptami bhakti dane? Dane? Or in English, to give means what? To give somebody? Is it da? What is the meaning of da?
Part of.
Huh?
Part of.
No. Yeah, da is something related to give. But when we want to put it in English or when we to explain it, what is the da dhatu means? Da dhatu, not dadati. Dadati is giving. And to give, now let's say to give iti asti. To give, if you want to translate back into Sanskrit, what does it mean? How do we translate it? To give.
Datum.
Datum. To give. But da, what is the da now? So da is not to give, right? What is just da?
Is it a gift?
No, dhatu is a dhatu.
Dhatu.
Da is referring to anything that is physical.
So here,
solid object.
so in Sanskritena uktam dane iti, dane, da dane, bhu sattayam. This is how the dhatu patha. If you look at the dhatu patha here, example, so this is the dhatu manjari, dhatu rupa manjari, which is a complement to this shabda manjari. Shabda manjari, which I can downloadable. This also you can download from some online. This is the old one. So this is if you look at the dhatu list here. So this is dhatu patha. As per these are organized in a certain order. This is not the right dhatu. Here, to go here. This is another one. Brahad Dhatu Rupavali. This also you can download online. You can find it. Bhadayaha is.
download this book? It says you need some permission, it says.
No, from this, hold on. From the blog site, right?
From the blog site, yeah. It says some permission is required. You sent a link, right, in the group?
Yeah, permission is not required. Only if you edit it, permission is required. To download, there is no permission required. Right?
Download also it says that you don't have permission to use what it says.
No, I'll check it later. I think others might have tried it. Suresh Mode might have tried. So generally, I get. I'll check it again.
Okay, because not able to view the file as well, so just thought I'll tell.
Oh, okay. Okay, it should be okay. Sorry. So what I was saying? This you can download. This is a different one. This is not. I have not put a link here, but you can get it online. This is a Radhatu Rupavali, which is Radhatu Rupavali Krishnamacharya, which is you can find it. Trivandrum, 1924.
I just tested on the site. I'm able to download again.
You are able to download, right? Yeah, it should be. It's a public. I made it. Only if you try to. Maybe in my link, what I sent in the group or in the email, it might have the edit added to it. So you have to remove it and then, or you can go to this blog site. From here you can click the link, you can download. Okay. So Radhatu Rupavali, and so these are arranged for and you can also get Dhatu Pata also can directly download, which Dhatu Patas are available online many places, and they give just a list of the dhatus as per the Paniniya Dhatu Pata. So Paniniya Dhatu Pata lists around 2000 dhatus. So here if you see dhatus, as you see here, or you can see here also Dhatamjari, what it says, Bhu, these are not arranged as per the Dhatu Pata order. These are like you see in that order. But in actual Dhatu Pata, as Paniniya Dhatu Pata, they are in a different order as per the Gana. But anyway, so Bhu, if you look at the Artha, it says Sattayam Anchit. What is this? Pujayam At Gatau At Satatyagamane Arch Pujayam. So here in Angla Bhasha, to be, to worship, to wander, to go constantly. Dattamaste Paranto. Dhatu is a special concept here, meaning that archa. For example, archa, pujayam, when you want to archati, when you want to use this, then archa is a base word from which we can derive the kriyapadas as well as the namapadas. Like adding the krut pratyaya, we can derive the namapadas also. So archa is a very basic. Dhatu is a very basic word, the base word. So from here, so what is the meaning of arch? It says pujayam, but this is not actual. Puja means in the puja, right? In the worship. So it doesn't mean in the worship. Right? Archa doesn't mean in the worship, or it doesn't mean to worship also. Because if you want to say, I go to the temple to worship. So there, I cannot directly use arch in that sense. So these arthas which are given here, these are just indicative. Pujayam itukte, pujayam yatra yatra pujaya sandarbha bhavati, puja sandarbha, tatra arch dhatoho prayogaha, athva arch dhatoho tasya rupanam prayogaha bhavati. Archa dhatoho yat vikara bhavanti. Vikara means nishpati, and it could be krudanta, anything. From there it can be again from krudanta to namapada to kriyapada. Anything can happen later, but all originating from this arch. So Archa Pujayam is just like Pujayam is Saptami Vibhakti is there, but it just indicated in the sense of puja. Puja means in the sense of puja. Gatau, in the sense of going. That is just leave it like that there. So when we want to use any word in the sense of puja, in the sense of worship, then we have to use a word which is derived from arch. Not we have to, we can. There could be other dhatus also. So we can use a word which is derived from arch. Right? So what this just generally means, if we want to use a word wherever there is a worship is involved or related to worship, then we can use a word. It could be depending on what we want. It could be verb, kriyapadam, or it could be namapadam, which is derived from arch. So this is the base or the dhatu. Now dhatu itself, you know what is the dhatu means. Dhatu generally like asmakam sharire dhatava santi. What is the dhatu? Or dhatu ati
Rasaha.
Rasa. So bhumau api bhavanti. Prithivyaam dhatava bhavanti. Dhatu is like kanija. Right? So what dhatu means, they are the basic, rasa means that is, they are the basic shakti, right? They are the giving you the basic fundamental the vitality in you. So dhatu, right? So here these dhatus are named dhatus because these are the fundamental of this language. These are fundamental words of the language from which all the other words are derived from here. So this artha doesn't directly mean like that, one-to-one meaning. So these are just the sense. So wherever there is a avadha, this is not a this print is not good here. But pujayam arhati. So again another one. So then so all these are there. Like, so in this sense, whereas there is a rodana, crying is involved, anything related to crying, you want to, it could be again kriyapada, namapada, or it could be instrument, vilekhana. So you say vilekhana, there is a flow. The flow could be flowing, or instrument flow, or something derived out of flowing, something coming out of flowing. Anything can happen from there, or the art of flowing. Anything can happen, any word can be there which is related to vilekhanam, then that word can be derived from this karsh or krush. This one. So we'll stop here. But
can you say dhatu as a raw material?
Huh?
Dhatu, like a raw material.
Raw material. Yes. Raw material. So what I wanted to just part of this meeting here. See, generally in language and in the prayoga also, our focus is mainly to get through quickly. And most of because this bhadigana, out of this 10, bhadiganasya dhatavaha adhika santi. More than half, almost half of them are bhadigana. And then there are others with the divadigana, tradigana, and churadigana. They form the bulk of them, more than 50% or more, 70% of them, they form them. What about this one? Adadi, vibhaktyadi, swadi, dudhadi, tanadi, kriyadi. Only few of them get our attention. However, if we start reading the dhatu patha, then it is 2000 who is going to read them, like one by one, it's very boring and laborious. But what we can do is that at least when we meet, take 1 or 2 or 3 dhatus. We don't need to start with the bhadigana because bhadi is very big. We can adadi, very small. Swadi, very small. Rudadi, I think it was smallest one. Tanati. These two are very, very small. There are only 20, 25 dhatus in this. So if we quickly read, then at least we can say that we finished that Gana reading. No, we don't have to. We are not going to read all the lakara forms, but at least only the dhatu and its artha. Then at least we know what kind of dhatus are there, what they mean. Yeah. Then later on, when you get time at home, etc., then you can go through the lakaras and then try to use them in different sentences. At least one can get familiar with them, and we can start with the small ones. And especially in the Adadigana, many are there which are useful, like Shi Dhatu, Dra Dhatu, etc. They are lying in the Adadigana, and which is a small one. So we can take that up first and then go through like 2, 3 at a time, so that we get exposed to them also. You don't have to be always sticking to body. Body can do then it's a big one. Astu viramam
Mahashaya.
Dhanyavad.
I am again clicking. It says